Hey guys, it's Mr. Hey Alpha. Today is the first MOAB that I am uploading, and it's a kill confirmed MOAB, and my only kill confirmed MOAB to date on Hardhat. Now, a little bit about the gameplay is I usually like to use a submachine gun on Hardhat, and even when I'm playing kill confirmed in general. But if you noticed, I had in the beginning of the game I had my P90 out, but I switched to my ACR. And the reason I did that is because my ACR has a silencer on it and the P90 does not. And the opening route I like to take on Hardhat is to flank around the side like you saw me do. And if I use the P90 without a silencer, once I got one kill, I would have showed up on the minimap and the rest of the team would have rushed me and I would have died. So my plan was to use the ACR just until I died, and then I was going to switch to the P90. Well, it turns out I actually never had to switch because I never die as I go flawless and get the MOAB. So I don't know if you guys have seen my other video. It was the almost MOAB in Free For All, the gun game MOAB that I didn't get. But in that video, I talked about my last track meet that was coming up. And I know this is a bit delayed. That was like a week and a half ago. But I figured I'd give an update on it as to how I did. I said my goal was to run a 435, and that it was going to be hard to do that. So I ran the meet, and I didn't run 435. But I did run a new personal best time of 436. So it was close to what I wanted to do. And I was really happy with it because I won my heat by like half a second. I just out-sprinted the guy at the end. And my previous best was 439, so I improved 3 seconds, which is a good amount to improve. And I felt really good during the race. It was 8 o'clock at night, and it was perfect weather. It was about 70 degrees, no wind. You couldn't ask for better conditions. So if you don't know, the mile is 4 laps around the track. First lap, we go out, and I know I'm the 1 seed for the heat, so I know I'm one of the top guys in the race. So I go out and I take the lead the first lap. Come across the line after the first lap, and I'm in the lead. And there's some nut who, after the first lap, he goes out really hard, and he passes me and everybody else and takes the lead by about 5 seconds, which is a lot. 5 seconds is a big lead. And I was just thinking to myself, what is this kid doing? He is not good enough to be doing this. So, as the smart runner that I am, I just let him go. I knew he was not real. He was just, I didn't know what he was doing. I knew he was going to come back to me, which he did. After the second lap, he just died. He completely fell apart. So he's out of the race. And now it's me and this one other kid next to me going into the third lap. And the third lap is, without a doubt, the toughest lap. It's not the fastest. It's usually the slowest. But it's the toughest lap of the mile. Because you're tired. You've already run 2 laps really fast. And you've got 2 left. So it's mentally the toughest. It might not be physically the toughest because it's, you know, the 4th lap, obviously you're going to be the most tired, but emotionally, mentally, you're just drained. And the 3rd lap is when you really have to stay strong and keep moving. It's going to hurt the 3rd lap, and you just got to get through that 3rd lap. And if you can do that, the adrenaline is going to kick in for that last lap. And that's what happened. The plan was, me and my coaches, we thought up, all right, we got to go through the 3rd lap, and we've got to see 3:30 on the clock. So sure enough, I go through the last lap, the 3rd lap, I'm sorry, and I look at the clock, 3:30, perfect, right on time. So now the next phase of the plan was hammer the last lap and try to get a 66 or a 65, and that'll put me at the 435, 436 that I was trying to run. So cross that line, 1 lap to go, and I start turning over, I start picking up a little bit, and there's one kid who is in front of me. Now, he's only in front of me by like a second maybe. He's just right in front of me. So there's two things going on. I'm trying to run a fast lap, and I'm trying to catch this kid, because, you know, it's no good if you run a fast time and you don't win, and it's also not good if you win but you don't run a fast time. So I really feel like I'm going fast. I've picked it up, so I'm feeling good. My legs are turning, and we hit half a lap to go, 200 meters, and the kid still has that 1 second lead, and I turn on the jet and I book it, and now he's booking it too. Don't get me wrong, we're both booking it, but we make the turn. We're coming down the home stretch. I'm gaining on him a little bit. About 50 meters to go, which is, that's like a 50-meter dash. That's really not that far, like 6 seconds maybe. I come up right on his shoulder, and I see him glance over his shoulder and look at me. Now, you're not supposed to look back when you're running. So I knew, right when he looked back, he's tired, he's given up, he doesn't want it. So right when he looked back, bam, went right by him, all the way to the finish, and I beat him by about half a second. And when I crossed the finish line, I looked at the clock. I wanted to see what I was running, and I saw it turned to 4:36 as I was crossing the finish line. But, you never really can tell exactly what your time was, so you gotta wait for the official times to come out. But, the clock was right on the finish line, so I had a pretty good idea that it was 4:36, and my coaches had me at 4:36, and it turns out my official time was 4:36.47 or 5:2 or something like that. So I ran 4:36, and afterwards I was obviously tired, but at the same time I was happy. So it was a mix of tired and not tired, happy, tired, very tired, my legs are tired. So it was fun. It was a good time. And my parents were there, my coaches were there, and one of my teammates were there to cheer me on and help me out. So, it made it even better that I had all this support there while I was running, and they could all see me have this great time and have fun doing, running and doing what I love. My brother was also there, and he was actually running. He was running in a later heat because he's better than me. He runs for CBA. Their cross-country team won the national championship. So, lucky double kill there. But, yeah, they won the national championship. They're really good. So, he was there to see me. He was running in the later heat. I think he ended up running like 4:22 or something. So he did good. He was trying to break 4:20, but that's alright. And right there, I pick up the MOAB, call it in, and my girlfriend was sleeping behind me, actually. And I screamed. I was like, MOAB! And I woke her up, but that's alright. It's worth it. Getting the MOAB. 1 kill after the MOAB. Oh, it felt so great. And after I call it in, I don't really try to play anymore. I'm ecstatic. I know the game's going to be over soon, so I just camp it out and wait till the end. And there it is. 65-43. I think the final score was 28-0. No, I'm sorry, it was 29-0. So I didn't get the final kill cam, but hey, that's alright. I got the MOAB. I got 29-0, went flawless. It was one of the greatest games I've had. So if you like the video, or if you like me, or whatever, leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to keep up to date on all the new videos I got coming out. Thanks. Peace out.